Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Sandbox Wednesday stream. I'm Alex Flores, aka Kamisasi, joined here in voice, mind, body, and soul by Lucas is right. I said that we couldn't start until the Yolks on You does his little tentacle arms in the chat, so we waited for that. And here we are. Hey, Yolks on You, how you doing?
At one point, Alex just screams, "Oh, there we are!" And I was just like, "Oh my goodness, what is that about?" And it was Yolks on You. He was waiting for that. So, Yolks on You.
You started the stream.
Responsibility is now on your shoulders. Just so we're all on the same page.
I'm pretty sure was it last stream that we know made mention that the Yolks on You is always the first to reply on Twitch when we go live. Hey Zumzy, how's it going? What's this? What's what?
What
you looking at? You looking at this Championverse? So the Sandbox tweeted out that we are working with Championsverse. Champions Tactics allow list is live by a champion's avatar in the Sandbox and unlock 3 champions in Champion Tactics. These things look pretty sweet if you look at the artwork for them. Now, these bases are not part of the avatar. That's just that's actually part of the Championsverse thing, but the models here are looking pretty cool. I don't know. I'm guessing they don't come with the weapons. Yeah, they got arms crossed here, but they got this cool like Halo thing going on. So if you take a look at the Haymint page, you can join the whitelist there. There's 2,000 spots available. Allow list ends on the 28th, and the mint is on the 29th. I don't see where it says what the price is. I think most... Oh, here we go. 170 sand. It's a little fine print here. Once the allow list mint ends, the public sale opens up for 180 sand. So if you miss the allow list, it's only 10 sand more. But there's a possibility that it mints out, especially given who the partner is. In case you're not aware, Champions Tactics is a Ubisoft game. It's a turn-based RPG. Actually looks pretty cool. It's got this like tabletop style going on with all the guys on these stands. So I actually wasn't aware of this before, so I need to learn some more about this. Check it out. We see that Ubisoft's also or Champions Tactics, the account, which is what's the term for this? They're on the Ubisoft staff. But when Twitter has like the gold check and the affiliate,
they're an official subsidiary of or official family member. They're in the family tree.
Right. Yeah, I don't remember what this exact little badge is called, but they've got the Ubisoft badge on there. So yeah, it looks pretty neat, and I want to learn more about this. So maybe I'm gonna ask about this. Maybe we should check out this game on the Sandbox stream.
So
we
according
usually...
to Twitter, that little badge you were talking about, it means that the account is verified because it's an official affiliate of said company. So in this case, Ubisoft. So just says this account is affiliated with Ubisoft.
So here on the Sandbox stream, we always play Sandbox stuff. But being partnered with this other group, maybe I'll talk to Panda and see if this is something that we want to play on the Sandbox stream. Maybe like branch out what we play to like, because if people aren't paying attention to the Sandbox specifically on Twitch or wherever, they're just not going to see our streams. So we have like really strong viewership of our regulars, people who know and love the Sandbox. We always see Zumzy and Yolks on You, Elka Zero, Hoddle and other people who have been here for a long time are always hanging out here, and we love them. But we'd also like people who don't know about the Sandbox to learn about the Sandbox. And so it would be interesting if we played some other games for people that we partner with and see if we can get those people in the Sandbox too. Let's make a note of that.
I like that idea.
So anyway, here is the tweet from the Sandbox. So you can go check that out. Also, I just realized that we might not be in the right Twitch. I wanted to be on the game dev.
Ooh.
Let me double check the creator dashboard here.
Please do.
1 second, bear with me while I make sure that that is up to date. Black Lucas out. Accidentally,
I say no to one thing.
Accidentally full screened.
Blocks me out.
You're out of here.
Have an opinion.
Let's see. Why am I not seeing the option here? It should be under creator dashboard. There's like a bunch. Oh, stream manager. I was clicked on the wrong thing. There we go. We're gonna remove that category and we'll put in software development, because in a little bit we're gonna be jumping into the Game Maker. If you can tell by the music and the little bit of Game Maker peeking around the edges here.
But say I saw it in the background. It was a sneak peek.
Blue Tulip shouts out good morning, afternoon, and evening. And hey, Sir Alican. Zumzi pointed out that 170 is a bit higher than average. So I believe that is because as part of minting these, you also get the 3 cards in Champions Tactics. I don't know a lot of details about how that all works. I'm not sure if there's a Medium article on this yet. Lucas, can you check if there's a Medium?
I would love to.
So that might give some more details. But let's move along to...
Just one thing I wanted to point out really quick is looking at the Champions Tactics website earlier, it gave a serious vibe. It was like Warhammer 40K and Magic the Gathering, also kind of like a Hero Clicks type thing. And so I'm real. Those are all games that I know and I've never actually gotten into or played Magic the Gathering too much. I hosted some tournaments for it back in the day when I worked.
You mean you like money?
They just came out with so many expansion packs all the time. I was like, I can't keep up. I have 900 comic titles that I'm reading right now. I can't afford packs every week too.
I got too many hobbies, right? Can't start.
Yeah,
that's one of those ones. Like that's a you go into one hobby. You start Magic the Gathering.
The crazy thing was I got a job at the comic book store originally so I could save money, so I could stop buying comics. I was like, I'll just read them. But then I bought even more once I started because they're like, you get a 10% discount. And I was like, 10%? I'd be crazy not to indulge. And I'd spend my entire paycheck on books.
It's like losing money by not doing it. That's guy math, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So yeah, we'll see about checking out Champions Tactics some more later. And we've partnered with other games in the past. I'd like to go back and revisit, see what's still around. Maybe we can do that here on the Sandbox channel.
Their website has a nice little section on it called Game Info, and it's all about the game itself. Inspired from classic strategy board games and modern turn-based RPGs. So what I was just saying, the two different vibes that kind of mixed up, it kind of sounds like it actually does. So yeah, check out that. I dropped a link in the chat. Check that out and give them a look.
Cool. Now, is this a if you're getting 3 cards, I'm guessing this is an NFT game. Or digital collectible, whatever they call it. Web3 terms. Okay, they got Web3 terms down at the bottom of the website, so I would say yes. Marketplace.
They have their own marketplace on their site as well.
There you go. Using it looks like a Ubisoft coin or something. I don't know. I don't know what this currency is. But it has a dollar value
USD
too.
Conversion under it, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I was just thinking, I was like, oh man, these do look like kind of like Hero Clicks, and I realized I actually have a Hero Click Sentinel on my desk at all times.
All right, moving on. We'll see about coming back to this.
Yeah.
On another stream, but moving along. let's jump over to this tweet by what does his profile say? So his profile says lands director and founder of Heroes GG, blockchain metaverse enthusiast. He's got Clonex and Mutant Ape Yacht Club. This is Belbiche, I think is how it would be said. He's from our office in France. Says, hello team, wanted to follow up with a quarter 4 land market analysis for the Sandbox game. So he had mentioned, I think previously, that he was working on gathering all this information like around New Year's. So as a reminder, there was a surge in land, ETH, and sand, followed by a pullback. As we saw a little bull market take off at the start of the year, which is pretty cool. Start of the year and end of last year. This is a quarter 4 review. Yeah,
we know what you meant.
It feels like March already. I don't know what's going on. Time's weird. ETH climbed 70%, peaking at near 4K before correcting. Sand saw a wild rise to 90 cents, dipping back to 60 cents. Land average transaction prices surged from 250 to 700, settling around 400. Premium land prices went up 24%. Regular lands up 45. Increased sales volumes and liquidity across regions, hotspots, and metaverse map demanding higher prices. And more details, premium prices jumped from $436 to $542, that's the USD, in quarter 4. Regular lands climbed from $268 to $390. And the highest sales was $3,902 for a premium land and $3,608 for a regular land. Those seem way above the average. But that's probably the hotspots of metaverse that they're talking about there. Volume surged with more than 1 million trading volume and rising demand. Those prices have also been strengthened by the great performance of season 4, welcoming 600,000 active users, distributing 2.5 million in prices, showing the metaverse is more than active indeed. 2025 has a lot in store, and the key word this year will be delivery.
Like that.
And you can see just how
the map is filling up.
Yeah, there's like you can see the individual little plots. I mean, like this is not high enough resolution for us to like zoom into what these specific things are, but you can see everybody's putting their little plots down with icons and stuff. Remember when it was all just like green and yellow?
I do. I probably have screenshots of that actually.
Yeah, I have a pillow that looks like that.
I do too. It's my favorite
from
thing.
NFT NYC. It sits in my office on a wingback chair as a comforting reminder. You know, there were a few icons in there, but nothing like this. So it's cool to see that. All right, so just a nice little thread there. You can
good info all in one spot.
Yeah, I'll post that in the chat if you want it. So just nice little review of last year, and keyword being delivery. I know that we've already publicly shared that there's a plan for 4 seasons this year. And I know that 0.11 is looming, and I know some of the new features that are in that, as well as what's coming down the pipeline for 0.12. We're already working on 0.12. Like we're polishing 0.11. I have nothing about 0.12 that I can say yet, except that it's being worked on, because I think Arthur or Seb said that publicly already too last year.
I was hoping like I trip you up, like catch you off guard, be like, oh, okay, yeah, let's talk about that.
Never catch me off guard.
You got me, man. You got me. One of these days, though. One of these days.
All right, and then on Saturday we are doing the award stream for the Friendship Game Jam. Joe and I will be hosting, and that's at 6 p.m. UTC, our normal Saturday stream time. Celebrate creativity, community, and incredible game design. Join us as we reveal the winners of the Friendship Game Jam live on stream. 100K sand prize pool. Partnered with Dance Fight, Clay Nation, and BitCub. All right. So, with all that news out of the way,
yes,
I did get a chance to talk to Cyber Dragon and have some ideas on the time trial. So, I have an idea of how we can fix it.
Okay.
and get everybody's scores showing on the leaderboard, because Cyber Dragon was also encountering issues with it. I went back to watch his stream, and he ran into some of the same pitfalls we did, and it gave me an idea, or something that he said specifically was what made it click for me. What we might need to do is that the message that posts the score, with all the messages that we are using for like starting the time, the timer, the stopwatch, and the death counter, those are all using local variables. And local variables have that specific thing where they have to be triggered by the user. You can't have like a global thing that triggers it for everybody. Each user has to issue that message, whether the user is interacting with something, whether the user dies, whether the user triggers a trigger volume or a speaker component. It has to be that user doing something that makes something happen in the game to sense them or directly be touched by them, to issue the message that will update or activate that rule system using the local variables. And what we were doing is, when we had people crossing the finish line, is we sent out a message to everybody from just the winner. And so it was updating the winner's score, but it wasn't updating everybody else's. So I think the score is only going to show up if we trigger that leaderboard message for every user that crosses the finish line.
Okay.
So instead of having crossing the finish line do that message once, I think maybe we were doing victory. Let's remind ourselves what messages we were using. So we used the enter message. Enter is what was triggering the stopwatch here, and that worked for everybody. Everybody's stopwatch ended successfully. But the rankings here, we were going off of success, which was just me interacting with this button here, which also caused the game to end. So what if we set the not objective gameplay, what if we set the ranking to update with that enter message?
Ooh.
Now every single time somebody crosses the finish line, it should be updating.
Are they going to have to hit the switch or just cross the line?
Just cross the line, I think.
Yeah, okay.
Now, what I want to see is will this update your score immediately, or does it only process once we trigger victory? So I think we're gonna see what happens here. That may have been the only change that we needed to make here.
If so, I mean, if that's the end of it, what are we gonna do with ourselves for the rest of the day?
I've got other ideas.
Okay.
So let's go to our experiences here. Time trials. We're going to close it. Close experience. And
you did publish this to the map. I forgot about that.
Yeah.
I was looking for Game Maker, and I was like,
no, I don't think the global leaderboard's not going to save from a Game Maker gallery game. I don't think.
Yeah, that's correct.
Okay, so we hit confirm here. Launch experience. All right, and I'm going to share the page here in the chat. And anybody who wants to jump in can. Now, I'm the only one who can end the game right now because of the way I set up this victory.
Oh, yeah, you have to have the NFT.
Yeah.
That's right. You're a cheater. Got it.
Well, I said group victory, so basically everybody wins. But we're gonna see that. I think the issue was that I was having interacting with this being the thing that updated the leaderboard. So it was only happening for me, and I didn't realize that was going to be the case. So let's see what happens. So we're just gonna lower the resolution on this so the stream is happy. And
gotta have happy stream.
Yeah, gotta have a happy stream. And so currently I'm the only one on the leaderboard here. We're gonna hit play and wait for that to fire up. So if we could have some people jump in with us, and all you have to do is
people in there already.
Awesome. So make your way over to the finish line, and then we'll all go over there. And then I want to take a look. I want to take a look at the leaderboard to see if it updates even without triggering the victory.
Okay.
Because the issue is once you trigger the victory, that ends the game. So obviously we won't be able to see the leaderboard until the game ends. But you can still check the leaderboard online.
Wait, I don't see you in here.
I see 4 people. Maybe we're in a different instance.
Am I one of people?
Are you in the same? Are you in the latest version of Game Maker? I am in version 10.16.202. If you hit escape, it'll show.
Yeah. 10.16.202.
Okay, we should be in the same. I see you.
Oh, there you guys are. You weren't there a second ago.
I don't know.
Hello.
All right, so I've crossed the finish line. If other people could cross the finish line, and so I don't know if this will update the global leaderboard until the game actually ends. Hey, Jar Jar Jackie Champings, how you doing there? So let's take a look at the rankings here. Let's refresh and see if we've got new names in here. I do not see new names yet. And I don't see my latest time here either, which is 12 seconds. I see 2 minutes, 11 seconds. So give it a couple refreshes. It doesn't look like it is updated there. So I think we do have to end the game for like the scores to actually submit. So,
and that's you interacting with the numpad.
That's me interacting with the numpad. So let's see what happens here. We should hopefully see all of our scores show up at the end of the game here. Whoop. Jar Jar Jackie Chan missed a jump. So we go next. And we had no deaths and no time. What?
I know for a fact I died multiple times.
Okay, I don't understand. It says you're in first place, Lucas.
Scrubs.
I don't.
All of you. Get on my level.
That's okay. Somehow that's worse. Because at least before it showed my score, I don't. Let's go back. Maybe it was a fluke.
Yeah, maybe just needs a little time to update.
Yeah. So let's launch that again. That's weird. That it like reverted.
A little strange.
Yeah.
But it gives us time to play more.
Oop. Yeah. Oop, what?
There we go. I had to reload the game or reload everything. It kicked me out. It was like, hey, you want to play this? And I was like, yeah. It was like, you want to play it again? And I was like, yeah. And it was like, no, thank you.
Yeah, Blue Tulip. So that 2 minutes, 11 seconds was from last Wednesday. Last time like when we first built this. Oh,
but it shows that I'm in there. Wait,
I saw you and then you disappeared. Did it crash for you? Or?
I'm a ghost.
Oh, apparently we're in an ad break.
Oh, ad break ends in 23 seconds, and I'm back in. Huzzah! Watch out now.
Maybe it's the group victory. Maybe he doesn't like that.
Maybe he doesn't like me because I'm green.
All right, so we made it. I thought I saw somebody else. Where'd they go? Are they too far away?
They might be. I would say I think they might be too far away.
I'm in the middle. I should be able to see him now. It says there's 4 of us here, but I don't see 2 of them. Where'd you guys go? Jar Jar
Maybe
and
they fell
Blue
off
Tulip.
The side.
Oh, there's Jar Jar. And there's Blue Tulip. They're back. All right. Let you guys run to the finish line here.
Wait, where's Jar Jar? I don't see Jar Jar. I see Blue Tulip, though.
Well, he was here. There he is. I think he fell and respawned.
Oh, there he is. I see him now. Yep, he's just jumping off the side like a loon. Like, you see the side right here?
All right, where are you, Jar Jar? Is it taking a real long time to respawn or a real long time to die?
Did it take me a real long time to die? No. It
Yeah,
did
I
take
respawned
longer
pretty
than
much instantly.
expected, but it didn't take a real long time.
And now I don't see any of you.
We're all 3 of us are at
Maybe,
the end.
I think it is a distance thing. It's just... Yeah. But you do disappear with the distance. Just...
Yeah, I can't see you anymore. I could see you a second ago.
Yeah, I have to get closer than I thought in order to see you. Oh, you know what? My options... I have mid quality
you did turn
on.
them way down.
I still can't see you. I still can't see you. Okay, there you are. So I just have to get like a lot closer than I thought in order to actually see you. That's okay. I mean, you know, performance is running fine. All right. So let's end that.
Okay.
And let's see if we get numbers this time. Nope. Okay. So let's try some things here.
Okay.
We're going to
let's problem solve.
Yeah, exactly. We're going to jump back in the Game Maker. I'm going to close the experience just so it's already closed. My close button is gone. What? Felt like the rendering distance got lowered when you went on Ultra. Did it? I didn't really notice a difference in rendering distance. There's only like blocks and the 3 of you running around, so.
Interesting.
Why can't I? My close button's grayed out.
Wait, I don't see it. Period. Close experience. Maybe it's because you just did.
It's supposed to be red.
An update? Yeah. Refresh the page?
I just did. Bitfox redeemed an alert. I didn't see what the
mystery. It just says the Bitfox redeemed alert. Like, it doesn't say what alert.
Yeah, I got I heard a little sound, but I didn't actually see.
Oh, it says there's a bunch of new ones. Alert, 8, meet, mystery box. Ooh, what's a mystery box? I want one.
What's meat?
I don't know.
I wasn't getting meat.
That's weird.
You were definitely getting all of the meat.
You know,
it was really quiet. I couldn't hear everything that was being said. All right. Well, now I'll know for next time. Mystery box is a panda thing. That's I think that's where she like spins a wheel and like you get a prize or something. Okay, so I don't know why I can't close this. This has never happened before. I've always been able to close an experience.
And Go West redeemed mystery box for 50,000 sandcastles. I had a feeling somebody was going to do it as soon as I said something about it.
You'll have to talk to Panda about that because I don't know what to do.
Yeah. I got nothing. But you know what I will do? I will write this down. And I will send it to Panda.
I don't know how I'm going to publish this for an update now. I mean, we could publish it to another land, I suppose, or duplicate the experience.
Control F4 isn't going to give you any sort of a boost in here.
Is that like the hard refresh with the delete cookies or whatever? Control F4?
It's either Control F4 or Control F5.
That just closed the tab.
Might be F5 then.
Is that like Alt F4?
My bad. No, it's Control F5.
Well, I know Alt F4 is like close the program you're in.
Oh.
That button's just never been grayed out. I don't know.
Yeah.
It either says launch experience or close experience. And right now it says close experience but grayed out, which is different. Control F5. Nope, still grayed out. I don't know what to do now. I think I have to duplicate the experience and launch it to another land. That's annoying.
I've never seen that happen.
Yeah, me neither. I've published and republished my own games a bunch of times. I've helped other people republish theirs. I've never seen the close experience button grayed out, and I have no idea why it's grayed out
or how that would happen.
Yeah, like you should always there's certain conditions under which you can't launch an experience of like you don't own the assets or it's not you don't have the page set up or you don't have a land linked to it. You should always be able to close it. So I don't know I don't know what's going on there. That's really weird. So I guess we save in main menu and duplicate the experience to launch it to a different one. Blue Tulip says okay. Time limit once every 8 hours. Is that new? Are you theorizing this, or is this something that you've heard? It's a joke. Okay. It should the time limit shouldn't apply to me. I have publishing like authoring rights, so like I can help other people publish their experiences too. So
Alex can help other people publish theirs, but he can't publish his own.
It's a wacky
system, folks.
I should be able to bypass like any like restrictions like that. Let me see. Wizzy the Purple Spider arc is currently launched. Is the close button grayed out? Close button's grayed out on that also.
Oh, so it's a system thing right now. Maybe there's some sort of an update going on.
Yeah, that's weird. It makes testing really difficult. Let me just send a message.
I can see how that would be true. Ooh, while you're sending that message, I'm going to write down the Go West Redeem mystery box for 50,000 sandcastles and send that over to Panda Pops.
One second. Hey, I'm live. Bear with me, everybody.
Nope. Not going to do it. Ooh, the last time I did that, Alex blocked me out. See what happens again. And it did. That'll learn me.
Let's see. All right. I just posted a message to staff Slack to see if like I'm missing something, or if there's some new change happened. Because as I look at, so we got like Wizzy the Purple Spider Arc. It's currently launched. Close button, grayed out.
Also, Zumzy666 over on Twitch said, played a round of Champions Tactics, and it looks a lot like Darkest Dungeon. Kind of like it.
Oh, cool.
And he played that just now.
I haven't played Darkest Dungeon yet. I have it. It's like one of those games on my backlog. It's like I got it like a year or two ago. Because I have a very good friend of mine who plays it, and he loves it.
Nice.
Like this game looks really cool, but I just have not gotten around to it. Okay, launch experience is also great out here, but I don't have a map location set. What's one that I could? Okay, GDC Retreat I think has been live before, so or maybe not. Create page. I just want to see if I can like also get the launch button. See if like that's what's missing.
Yeah.
Here we go. Put that there. Repeat. Testing. Game Splash. Oops. That's not what I'm going to do. Gotta click it first. And map logo. All right.
And what experience are you? Are you just duplicating it and re-uploading it, or are you doing a different one?
I'm testing this out with the GDC Retreat one that I made.
Gotcha.
Just seeing if the launch button is also grayed out. We're doing a little QA work here live.
I like it. Well, Alex is doing that. GoWest927, if you would please respond to the whisper I just sent you, I would appreciate it. Now publish this page. This is also a nice little walkthrough on how to publish an experience. So, did you want to do that as a single player?
Doesn't matter. I'm literally just trying to get this launch experience, but I'm not actually launching it. I just want to see if the button shows up.
Gotcha.
I mean, I could actually launch it. Let's update it to
a different plot.
No, multiplayer.
Launch experience is blue.
You ate them.
I ate the babies.
Panda Pops redeemed 8 for $250. Still not quite sure what that means.
It did an overlay thing. I couldn't hear what it said.
I couldn't either.
Did it just say I ate the baby or I ate something?
I got
Is that
nothing.
a thing that we said? I ate the babies.
I don't know.
Alex.
You ate them.
I ate the babies. What was that? What game was that from? I don't remember. I vaguely recall that happening. I don't remember what game that was in. Hellboy. Oh, right. The baby soup.
There was a baby soup in Hellboy?
Mm-hmm.
I played that game. Don't remember
So
that.
you had the choice to like mess with the ingredients of her soup or to like eat the soup. And I ate the soup. I ate the Baba Yaga soup.
I feel like if anybody knows how to make good soup, Baba Yaga is like right up there.
I mean, if you like eating babies, yeah.
I mean, I don't, but I'm just saying. Like, they're
One
pretty old,
unavailable. What's unavailable?
always in cold climates. Like soup is nice. I bet you they're on top of their game there.
It's unavailable because I'm already using it in another experience. That's why. But I think I can bypass that.
Okay. Go West 927 says, and the TV show Dinosaurs, somebody ate the baby.
I'm the baby.
Not the mama.
I need to rewatch that show. I've heard that it like I remember it being like really dark in like a Invader Zim kind of way, like really dark humor.
I just remember the last episode, if I remember this correctly. It just doesn't it end with the meteor striking Earth? Like the last episode?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it just ends with the dinosaur apocalypse.
Yeah, okay. Cool. I remember being a kid and watching it and being like,
that's it.
Hold up. Hold up. Did they all just die?
Yeah, they did.
Like, did that meteor just kill a baby?
I mean, it did. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. It wasn't like the meteor struck the planet and everyone got superpowers. No, it was like, nuclear winter without the nuclear fallout. Dust and cold.
Yeah, so Panda, I get a little sound with alert, but I don't know what it means. I don't know what it's supposed to do.
She did send us that link, the overlays, Firewire one.
Oh, it's an MSN alert. See, I didn't use MSN. Not really. I think, yeah, no, I never used MSN Messenger. I used Yahoo Messenger because I was weird. Remember, I was homeschooled, so I didn't have like public school friends, so like nobody, I didn't have anybody on MSN to talk to. And I had a Yahoo email address, and there were a couple of friends that I had who. Did I talk to anybody else? I think it was really just my first girlfriend that I talked through Yahoo Messenger with. Bitfox was on IRC. I've never even seen, like, I always remember seeing the little flower icons next to people's like forum profiles, but I never. Oh, ICQ. God, they were things that I like knew existed, but I never had a reason to
use
touch
them. Yeah.
Yeah, they just existed, and like I knew that MSN was popular, but I didn't have any friends on MSN, so I used Yahoo, and I had like the Yahoo avatar set up. It basically had like paper doll things to do. I think it still shows up. I think if I go back to my old Yahoo email, I think it's still there. All right, sorry, getting nostalgic for things. So I was able to launch the experience, and I also don't have a close button. So let's see. Sorry, somebody replied. Unfortunately, I can't talk and type at the same time.
Oh, dude, I cannot do it. It is impossible. I start saying what I'm reading or start typing what I'm trying to say out loud. It's just this never ending cycle of failure, and it's just not good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Garnikin says I can't close my experience either. So their guess would be that it's a global thing. Garnikin, you are many things, but uneducated does not seem to be one of them. So I refuse to add that truncated version of your comment into things. So their educated guess would be that everyone's experiencing this right now. Thank you, Garnigan. That was very helpful. Also, Zumsy666 says, I think the Christmas VoxEdit contest prizes were just sent.
Cool.
Congrats. Thank you, Zumsy.
Oh, that reminds me, I wanted to talk about this on the last stream, and I hadn't really heard back anything about it. So I can't remember who it was while we were live on stream.
Me.
It wasn't you. I can't remember who it was, but it wasn't Lucas. Because I could see your face and you didn't say these words, and somebody else definitely said the words, that they received a bunch of...
That would be Go West. And it was...
What Shib. Was it? Shib. That's what I was like, which dog? It's it wasn't Bonk. It wasn't Doge. Shib. They received a bunch of Shib, and then they're like, oh, so I got a bunch of other Shib. And we're like, why is it two things? And the first notification that they got was from their wallet, Zerion, I think is what it's called.
That would actually have been me. I mentioned Zerion because I said the same thing before the stream started, but mine amount was much smaller than Go West was.
Okay, well, I was noticing Go West's post, Zerion, yeah. So Go West had received a balance of SHIB airdropped to their wallet. That was legit. That was from the sandbox. And it also seemed to indicate that like all the other meme coins were getting airdropped as part of the meme coin event. But Go West also got an alert that they had received a SHIB claim token. And they got an alert for that also. Yeah. So I was like, that doesn't sound like a thing. I don't know why we would airdrop and then also send a claim token. Don't click on the claim token. If most wallets have a way where you can like hide tokens that you don't want to see. Don't do any contract interactions with it. Don't try to sell it. Don't try to burn it. Don't try to cash it out. Definitely don't go to whatever URL is set up with that token to like, oh, do the claim thing here and connect your wallet. Because what it's trying to do is it's trying to drain all your SHIB or whatever other token you have.
Yeah. Do not under any circumstances. The crazy part about that is don't even try to burn it. Like Alex said a second ago, that's the same thing. You're still interacting with the contract, and that's just like trying to sell it. So yes.
Yeah. So Go West pointed out that there was a link within the notification to connect to the wallet. Yeah, don't do that. So I wanted to confirm with our anti-fraud team, this is a known scam vector, which is not anything that we can do on our end because it's somebody else sending you a token. Like we can't control that. But what we can do is just let you know, don't interact with those claim tokens, because what they're really trying to do is they're trying to get you to approve permissions to take your tokens. And then they'll just drain you of whatever it is. And so what they're probably doing is they're probably looking at wallets that have interacted with Sandbox stuff, and we're waiting to see that, oh, this person got a bunch of this meme coin, so I'm going to send them, because it was like 30 minutes later that they got this alert for the claim token. So they probably was literally just somebody either watching or they had a bot set up to go, oh, they just got airdropped a bunch of SHIB.
Yeah.
Now we can send them this thing, which is going to drain all their SHIB. So yeah, don't interact with those claim tokens. Just either walk away from them, pretend they're not there, or if you have the option in your wallet, you can hide it. don't connect anything, don't approve any transactions with it, because that is danger.
This is the drum set from Step Brothers. Don't touch it. Don't even look at it.
Yeah. So I just wanted to. It smelled off as soon as I saw that, because it didn't make sense why.
The drum set.
Well, it's nefarious. Like, I don't. Bitfox, do you have a link to that tweet? Can you post that in the chat? I don't know if it'll let you. I think it'll let you post a tweet in there. I want to show people what it looks like, and I don't have it like in front of me at the moment.
Oh, you saw a tweet as well?
Yeah, Bitfox tweeted it out. So I think it was
Bitfox, right? Or Go West? Because
Go West. Sorry. Yeah. Go West. Sorry, I'm seeing both people in the chat, and my brain is like doing both things at the same time.
You're good.
Maybe I can find my reply to it if Go West. Oh, mine, I deleted it. I'll whisper you the photo. Okay, thank you.
Smart.
You're whispering it to Twitch. Can you whisper photos on Twitch? Or you can send it on
Discord,
Discord or Twitter, yeah.
X, or apparently,
I'm sure I follow Go West on some
Yahoo
of those things.
Mail,
Yahoo Messenger.
There you go.
If you know my Yahoo Messenger username, I would be surprised. It's not impossible to figure out. It's not. That's way predates that. Kamisazi.
A fart.
Wait, what?
A fart.
Oh, a fart.
Yeah, a fart.
They sent it through X. Okay. All right. Got it. Thank you, Go West. Yeah, my Kamisazi was like a rebrand I did like, I want to say like 8 years ago.
A rebrand I love, by the way.
It was a calculated rename from what I had used before, which was a character from Lego Bionicle and my birth year.
Voxel Fox or whatever.
That's not a character from Bionicle.
I don't know. Bionicle doesn't have foxes in it. You don't know that.
No, I don't think it does. It might. I mean, it had other creatures, but okay. All right. So this is what Go West received. And you can see it looks insidious, right? You got this notification. This one's both of these are from Zerion, which is this little blue wallet icon here. So you got an hour ago and 34 minutes ago. So pretty close together. And it's insidious, right? You look at this and you're like, oh, got a bunch of SHIB. Oh, got even more SHIB. That's not SHIB. That's I don't know why it's a space. It's like 1 space 5 million. SHIB redeem token, not a real thing. And then it's got this, don't type this in. This I don't know if that's bit.ly or what, t.ly, pool SHIB. It's not real. It's not a real thing. I mean, it's a real URL, but
it's a real thing that'll really steal all your money.
Yeah. And that sends you to this pool SHIB, Firebase, whatever, where it asks you to connect your wallet, and that's where they'll get you.
Oh, the fact that you even typed that URL in gives me anxiety.
Well, they may have just clicked the thing. Yeah, but it's
so, these are both pictures.
Oh yeah. These are the screenshots from.
I thought you typed in or clicked on the link or something. I was just like, Alex, what are you doing? You're hurting my heart bone over here.
All my wallets are locked right now. I have auto lock on all of them. Nothing is opened, and these are just screenshots. So, yeah. And then also this one's on Ethereum. This one's on Polygon. So like immediately something smelled off, because why would the Sandbox airdrop you 4 million SHIB and then also send you a redeem token for 1.5 or 15 million, whatever this is, SHIB? That doesn't make any sense. Why they would do an airdrop and then also do a claim. It just doesn't make any sense. So that smelled off. The other thing that smells off is the fact that there's a link in here at all, and the fact that this one's on Polygon, this one's on Ethereum. So there's just like immediately red flags going off, and I'm like, let me check this out. So I replied to Go West's thread and was like, I don't know anything about this specifically, but let me like ask around. And I talked to our fraud department, and they're like, okay, so this is a known way that nefarious actors can try to get access to your currency, but it's not like it's not a like super targeted. It's targeted in that they were probably looking for these transfers and going like, aha, there's a target.
The time is nigh.
Right. They saw the Lamborghini in the parking lot and were like, aha.
I steals it.
Go West said Touche sent me the image I just sent you in DM. What, Touche is the one who took the screenshot of the URL? Showed it what it looks like on a non-connected computer. No, a different thing. Oh, you sent something else. Oh, this is what the this is what the wallet looks like. Open image, a new tab. There you go. All right, what are we looking at here? We've got. So this was receiving, and notice the Ethereum icon there. It's blue instead of the purple polygon.
This is Zerion that you're in right now. This is their interface.
Yeah. I've used Zerion before. Back when my NFTs were all worth something, and I could look at the value of the whole thing, go ooh, and now it's kind of depressing.
Smile.
Yeah. So anyway, so here you see, and notice the icons are different. We've got the actual SHIB logo here. We've got an actual dollar value, $109.32 on the SHIB, and then NA for this, NA for that. So they received multiple other tokens. These two came from the same address. This one came from something else. But notice they all have URLs in them. So the thing is if you go to coin trackers or chain inspectors like Polygon Scan or Etherscan, they have like almost like profiles for the coins. So you like click on a coin and it shows you the contract address, it shows you information about it. It oftentimes will have some sort of like verified check mark, meaning like we as Etherscan recognize that this is like a legitimate coin that people are using. And they'll have the icon, and if there is a URL for the project, it's oftentimes in that profile.
Also CoinGecko.
Yeah. So you go to CoinGecko. I can show you CoinGecko right now.
Yeah, CoinGecko's really easy to use.
I like CoinGecko.
And it also allows for portfolio tracking as well, which I really like.
So we
one little thing that I'll throw out there real quick. If you're going to use CoinGecko like long term, one of the things that I would suggest is not just throwing amounts in there and then walking away. Like, I got 100 coins today. No, actually utilize the back end tracking on it. Like, this was what I paid in fees. This is what I paid per coin. Like, utilize all the features on it. Because if you start it and you don't do it from the beginning, then it's basically worthless the whole time. And you can't import large amounts over to it. It's a standalone product, but it's wonderful. I had to go back and find all of my previous transactions to input it to get an accurate like assessment, but it was worth it in the long run. But I love CoinGecko.
So yeah, CoinGecko, we can scroll down, find the sandbox here.
Also, you can search top right corner.
Well, yeah, you could do that, but Sandbox is in the top 100, so it's easy to scroll down and get to it. So we can see that there's a bunch of information here. What is the Sandbox? They talk about land. They talk about all sorts of stuff in here. And there's probably in here, we got API, search on Twitter. Website. They got a link to the Sandbox's website right here, sandbox.game, and a link to the Medium account. So this is like
also all the communities below that as well.
Yep. Well, this is so for Twitter, it's actually like searching for the token information.
No,
communities
above
right
that.
here. Yeah, Twitter, Facebook, Telegram. So yeah, there's a whole profile here for Sand. So they don't need a URL in the name of the token.
Yeah.
So another red flag. It's just red flags all over the place. And so fortunately, Touche was messaging Go West and helped Go West figure out that this was a scam, like in real time. I was a little bit behind the curve where I just like, it's like, that smells fishy. Let me talk to some people. And like, they got back to me. It was the weekend, so like it was a little bit slow to hear back. And they're like, yeah, this is a known way that scammers try to get you. But it's not, it wasn't like the Sandbox got hacked. These notifications didn't come from the Sandbox. They came from the wallet receiving these things. So there wasn't any sort of breach on the Sandbox's side that made this happen. This was just scammers paying attention to who's getting amounts of tokens and seeing if they can trick those people into, oh, you mean I can claim another 15 million SHIB? Sure.
Give me.
Sign me up. But then you click connect and then all your SHIB's gone. So don't do that. As always, like my policy, and it's probably saved my butt more times than I know, is to just relax and don't panic into things. Now you may miss something through that, but what you're also going to miss is all the scams. when you don't go like 50 million SHIB, I got to redeem right now, or else poof, it'll go away and I'll lose my chance at like generational wealth and connect to airdrop now. That whenever people are trying to FOMO you into stuff, yeah, the BitFox just said don't FOMO. So whenever something tries to make you panic into a decision, they're trying to manipulate you into making bad decisions. And the Sandbox, I can't remember any time that we've used urgency rush FOMO, like you have 5 minutes to claim this thing, go, or else it's too late. There have been time like land sales can sometimes be a rush where people like buy, but you have like a whole week's notice to prepare for it, right? Days in advance, this land sale is happening. Move your sand to Polygon to participate in this land sale, join the whitelist. There's all this advance notice for the stuff. It's not, we're doing a land sale in 5 minutes. Like that, we've never done that to my knowledge.
Surprise!
And I might, like, while live on stream, we might be like, hey, we're doing a special giveaway, but you see my face, you know my name. I have this rapport with you as a community where we can go like, hey, I'm releasing this new Wizzy thing for sale on the marketplace, but it's on the Sandbox marketplace. Like, that's a known safe place to make transactions. It's not like I'm not sending you to like some weird link somewhere where you connect your wallet to do something. Like, we're really big on using trusted methods for this stuff. And we've earned your trust through this. So whenever something's like, here's a surprise claim, you didn't know that was going to happen, you should slow down. Don't let yourself FOMO into it. Go West did the right thing by like posting about this. I don't know if they thought it was suspicious at first, but they did post about it, which made people like Touche and me go like, oh, wait a minute, what's this? So take advantage of your community, your trusted people in your network, and ambassadors, whether like Sandbox or Wizzyverse ambassadors. Like, talk to people. They're better paranoid than poor. Yeah. There is the possibility you might miss some opportunities. I've certainly missed out on things just because I wasn't paying attention. But when it comes time to make a decision, pay very close attention. Don't rush into something. Don't FOMO in, because like I said, I probably have no idea how many times this has actually helped me. Like, I wake up and go like, oh, that Discord got hacked, and they shared a link on that Discord, and it messed up a whole bunch of people, and now it's all fixed. And that happened 4 hours ago when I was asleep. Good thing I was sleeping.
I remember when it was like year 1 or 2 of me getting into all this, and I was in a Discord. We won't call them out. I was in one of the bigger Discords for one of the larger chains, and they got hacked, and they were pumping out a notification saying, "Hey, airdrop, first 150 people to click on this link and connect their wallets is going to get X, Y, and Z of this token." And at the time, that token was doing quite well. And so I jumped on over to the link and I went to the website and I was like, "Oh man, I got to do this. They just released this. They released it at 12 and it's 12 and 20 seconds. I got this. I'm going to be one of the first 150 people." And I looked at the URL for it and I was like going through the process of connecting my wallet and everything. And I looked at the URL and it was just a few letters off. And the website that they had crafted for it was perfect. It looked just like the real website. And I was looking at it for a second. I just stopped and I was like, I got to ask somebody. I got a bad feeling. And I got such a bad feeling that I actually like disconnected my computer from the internet. Like I took the cable out and I was like, I don't want internet anymore right now. And I got on my phone, which didn't have any wallets connected to it. And I started doing some digging and I actually messaged one of the dev team members, like a private one-on-one window, and he let me know, please don't click on that. Don't go to that website. Our Discord got hacked. And then shortly after that, we started getting notifications in the Discord of people saying their wallets had been drained. Everything from that chain was just gone. And I was just so thankful that Alex had run me through this conversation so many times before that, because if I hadn't heard this multiple times before, then I think I would have gone through with it. I think if that would have happened to me, if my wallet had been drained, I think I may have gotten out of crypto at that time, because I think it would have just broken my spirit.
Well, okay, so I was able to close that one experience.
Oh, nice.
But it seems like the other ones I can't, which is fine. I don't need to close them. It was just that one. This is weird.
There's just an issue going on. There's an update. Something's happening.
Was it Garnikin who also had it grayed out?
Yes.
Garnikin, is it working for you now?
Yeah, it was Garnikin. About 20 minutes ago, they said, can't close my experience too. So my educated guess would be that it's a global thing.
Blue Tulip points out also don't use paid links on Google, can be anything. Yeah, Google has not been great about preventing scams showing up on Google search results.
Yeah, I remember one time I went to the Google Play Store and was about to download a wallet or whatever. And I looked at the number of people that had downloaded it, and it was like, 100 people had downloaded it. And I was like, I thought this is a really popular wallet app. I don't understand why only 100 people have downloaded this. And it turns out that it was a fake wallet app. And it was the same thing. It was just like one of these phishing scams. It does the exact same thing. You download it on your desktop, and then you input your seed phrase, and then they get everything.
Yeah. So if
and Garnikin says still gray here.
Still gray for you. Okay. So yeah, that one experience for time trials, it turned red, but then all the other 3 experiences that I have live, it's still gray. So I don't know. I don't know what's going on with these. So yeah, if you do a Google search, you'll see these sponsored ones here. So basically all your top results are sponsored, which like, okay, Coinbase.com I know is fine, Crypto.com I know is fine, Uniswap.org I think it is .org. I don't know. So it's becoming harder to be careful because there's so much, like, isn't this kind of sad? You do a Google search and literally, except for Coinbase here, everything that's visible, and I'm on a 4K screen, so this is, you have to think like the window size I have right now is comparable to like what it would be, what the view would be for somebody on like a 1080 by 1920 screen. Only one result here is not sponsored on what's currently viewable.
And the one that's not sponsored
is also sponsored.
One of the sponsored.
And yeah, it's you got to be careful these days. And then we got sponsored down the bottom. Kraken's okay. So, maybe Google's paying more close attention to crypto wallets specifically, and other search results. They might be like being a little more cautious lately. But depending on what you're searching, if you just search for like maybe a specific token, like Doge or SHIB or something, there might be some more nefarious. There definitely have been people who have gotten in the sponsored spots who have been bad actors. So, and I don't mean like Tommy Wiseau. I mean like,
oh, he went there.
All right.
I was gonna say like Nicolas Cage, but
Nicolas Cage is an amazing actor. I know you don't like him, but he's a good actor.
I know that I'm in the minority with that one. I know that pretty much everyone loves him.
I don't even know if you're in the minority. He's a weird actor, but I wouldn't say he's a bad actor. He chooses some very strange roles, but I think he like leans into them well.
I will never forgive him for ruining Ghost Rider.
That was not a good role for him. I think,
nope.
Yeah, he shouldn't play superheroes. He should. Okay, I think.
Agreed.
No. I honestly think, the guy who did Suicide Squad 2 and Guardians of the Galaxy, his name's escaping me right now. James Gunn. I think James Gunn could definitely get a good performance out of Nicolas Cage on the superhero of James Gunn's choice. I think if anybody can direct Nicolas Cage to be a superhero, it would be James Gunn.
I think there's some superheroes out here where the roles would fit his Nicolas Cage-like style.
Yeah. But I don't think his style lends itself to most superheroes.
Johnny Blaze? No, thank you, sir.
His best movie was Face Off. I do like Face Off. Gone in 60 Seconds was good too.
You mean the movie where he was pretending to be someone else?
I think both Nicolas Cage and John Travolta acted their butts and faces off in that movie.
Oh,
I do love Face Off. It is absolutely ridiculous and it's a classic in my mind. Anyway, let's see if we can fix this time trial now. So, we didn't get people's scores to show up at all in this attempt, which was even stranger. So let's check out what's going on with our trigger volume. So let's broadcast. You know what? Broadcast type goes to rules. Let's set it to go to all. I would think that the scoreboard would count as part of rules, but maybe not. Let's have it go to all. Detection type every avatar in range. Maybe everyone in range. I don't think that should make the difference. But we're just, well, the range is what everything that's in the yellow.
Okay.
Let's leave the every avatar in range because we're only sensing avatars anyway. Enter message, broadcast goes all, broadcast duration. You know, I think it does reset the message because it's not like it does it just once, right? If we go this way, we set it off, and then we go back. Timer starts again, and it should set off again. Okay, it does. So it'll resend that message. But I do wonder if having the broadcast type as specifically rules was maybe making it do something weird. So we send that message, and then let's set the victory to not be based on or using the group victory. Let's set it to false.
Are we going to be able to test this?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, I was able to close this experience, just not the other ones.
Okay. Interesting.
Okay. Let's move the delay down. Required message, success. Okay. That should. I'm thinking it might have to do something with the group victory condition. Like that might be being like, you all won, and then nothing. All right.
And then nada.
Yeah, and then it being weird.
The game maker's just like, y'all can't win. That's not possible.
That's impossible.
You go back and you run it again until you got an actual winner.
I don't take kindly to you fake winners.
No blue ribbons in here.
No coattail riding.
Real champions or nothing. Get out.
All right. We're trying this again. Confirm.
Let me know when I should try to log back in.
You should be able to click it now. Close experience is grayed out again, so it's now or never. Here we go.
On 1/16/2025, Lima 4 left a comment on time trials and they said, "Oh yeah, boy, you are best." Thanks, Lima. That's really nice of you. That's on your time trial game. I don't know if I specified that.
Yeah, I saw that. I don't know who that is or why they said that. I did point out in the text description that this is just a work in progress testing thing that is not currently working unless it works right now. Let's see. I need somebody else to cross the finish line. Oh, I died.
I can hear it playing in the background. And do I know I'm in there? You can see me. Every once in a while when I start up the sandbox, I get this thing where it doesn't transition what's on my screen. So right now I'm stuck on the Sandbox website and I can't move my cursor. Got it. Okay, there we go. You need somebody else to cross that finish line. Can do. Almost fell to the side. No, don't do that. Did it. I'm the best.
Jar Jar, are you gonna try to make it?
Time too. I'm just gonna stand here. taunt you all with my amazing dance skills.
Oh no,
That's right. You fell. You're not as good as me.
What if I take the long route? So I suppose I should, with something like this,
run faster.
No,
Do better.
I should make it so that way your time on the leaderboard is only based on your best time.
Oh, would that explain why you had that? Your time was like 2 hours and 11 minutes or whatever.
I think it was 2 minutes 11 seconds, but
that was more feasible.
That was I mean, I that was just how long it took me to get to the finish line, but I think I was, running around
2 hours. Yeah.
2 minutes.
2 hours. Yeah.
So the idea is that when you cross the finish line, instead of it just using that raw time as the variable, it would compare it to, it would have a best time variable. And so your first time you cross the finish line, it goes like, is this time better than this time?
This time, and this time, no matter, depending on how many times you've actually crossed in that instance.
Yeah. Well, so you're going to have to, the first time you cross the finish line, you have to have it set your best time. And then each time after that, because if your best time is 0 seconds because no time has been set, that time is always going to be your best time, right? No matter how fast you run it. So you do have to set it the first time, and then each time after you cross the finish line, it compares it and goes like, is this time better? Is this time better? Is this time better? All right.
What about now?
Well, let's see.
So we do have an ad break starting in about 2 minutes. Just wanted to let you know.
It worked!
Did it?
It worked! It was the victory. The team victory was what was messing it up. I think. It's either the team victory or the fact that I didn't send message to all. We can try changing that.
A few variables to see what breaks it.
Yeah.
Or just see if it stays working.
So Jar Jar Jackie Chan Binks had the best time, but the most deaths.
Oh, I didn't see that. That's awesome. It actually properly calculated using external variables.
Multiple variables, yeah.
Multiple variables,
so
thank you.
Now, if we go to leaderboard, there we go. There's our times. Let's take a look at the ranking. Refresh the page.
Obviously, I'm in first. Makes sense.
There we go. Leaderboard's working! We did it!
Boom, baby, boom!
So the challenge here, though, is like, how do you determine the end of a match?
Hold up. Look at your time on the ranking for the top 100.
2 minutes, 11 seconds. It didn't update my time.
Yeah, it didn't update it. Interesting.
What? Wait, what was that? Alt F5?
Control
F5.
Yeah, control.
What? Oh, but my time is still, it's the same here. Oh, wait. That's not my best run. My best run is with 0 deaths.
Huh.
So on the previous one, it showed it where I had 2 deaths and like 12 seconds or whatever.
Yeah.
And this time it's showing 0 deaths.
0 deaths.
Because our first criteria is the number of deaths. That was intentionally what we set out to do.
Okay.
So it is still working. It's still working.
Gotcha.
Okay. So the next thing, and we do have the ad break starting any second now. The next thing is making the leaderboard. We don't want to have the victory set up the way it is right now. We want it to end the game another way.
Okay. Ad break started.
All right. So we're in the ad break, but we'll be back in a few seconds. And we're back. Not Jackie Chan asks how to reset the leaderboard. I have no idea.
That is a great question.
I think if you were to change the leaderboard, it would reset it. Like if you were to change the variables or like the order, we could also try turning off the global leaderboard and save that and then relaunch the experience. Because looking at the analytics, I don't see any options for resetting the leaderboard.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't see any options in there for resetting the leaderboard. But
if you unpublish it and then republish it, you think that would reset?
I don't think so, because we just did that a bunch of times and it saved my time from last time.
We've already answered that question.
Yeah. But I did turn off the global leaderboard. So on the saved version. So if I look at the rankings, they're still there right now. But if I close the experience and launch experience, hey, the button came back right away.
Nice.
The button is still gone on my other experiences.
Interesting.
Yeah, I don't know what that is weird. I don't know why it's like that. So we launch, refresh. I'm thinking that ranking tab should be gone. Guess it's not. Let's control F5. Still there. Let's play and get a victory and see if that does anything to the leaderboards.
Okay.
Kitty.
Yeah. She comes to visit me now pretty often. It's awesome. Every year she gets a little more affectionate. When she was a kitten, she was rather standoffish. And so it's been a little surprise. It's every time she shows a little more affection in a different way. It's noticeable and it's a little shocking and it's wonderful.
All right, so we got time in there, but it's not going to reflect on the global leaderboard because we disabled the local leaderboard or the global leaderboard. Let's refresh. And still gone there. Okay. Let's try turning it back on.
I'm loading in right now. Will that help, or should I get out?
I'm about to close it, so it's not going to do anything.
Gotcha. Do your thing.
Except I can't close it because it's grayed out. No, I don't. The devs are looking into why the close is not always working. That's so weird. Okay. Let's do some other changes while we're at this.
Okay.
I don't want to be manually setting off this thing. What we could have now we do, I think we do need, we could have a global timer. So let's go to our gameplay. And we are going to have another, what do I call this? Stopwatch? Not timer, stopwatch. Or we can just call these clock functions. We're going to add a rule of a timer.
Sundial.
And we have a game start message. So required message is game start. Time variable. We're going to call this one, and this one will be global. This one is going to be match timer. And we'll create it. So this one's a global timer that once the match starts, so the very first person who gets in, that's going to set this timer going. And it's gonna, we'll say that there's a 5 minute, we'll set it for 1 minute for now, just because we don't, I'll set it for 2 minutes, because we only need a couple minutes to get to the end of the match. But that'll give us some time to let people load in and stuff. So we're going to set a duration fixed value of is this going to be in seconds? I guess it's going to be in seconds. So we'll set 120. Message to stop the rule, none. Message to send, that's going to be our victory. So what is that? Victory. And then add component, victory. On receive message, victory. And yeah, we'll give those 5 seconds at the end. So that'll be like this the session timeout. So now when we start, oh wait, we need to show it on the HUD. Go back to gameplay. Death display. Wait, why do we have 2 death displays? Game start. Did I mess something up with the death display? Why didn't these show anything? Wasn't it showing the timer before? Deaths and timer. They're right there.
Yeah.
Why is Am I missing something? That's not what these show. You can set them all up in one. I didn't even know that.
Oh, wow.
You can just click on which ones you want. So
yeah. I was meaning to ask you about those extra question marks on the side and the functionality behind them.
I thought you could just select
really cool.
one and set it up. I didn't realize you could set up all of them. So this means that you can set up your whole HUD in like one thing. That's cool. Okay, so the top one we wanted was.
Let me ask you a question real quick. The question marks on the left-hand side, do those have a different functionality aside from the ones that are along the bottom?
Position. It's just that you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10. You have 11 slots. 5 on the left, 5 on the bottom, 1 at the top, and you can set them to whatever variable you want to display. Okay. I just didn't realize you could set them all up. I thought you had to like redo this whole logic block for every single variable, but you can actually set up a screen.
Much more efficient and effective.
Yeah. Well, and that makes more sense when you consider the question mark means that slot stays the same from whatever it was previously. So if you have heads up display 1, heads up display 2, heads up display 3, and you want your timer variable to show up on all 3 of them, then whatever one you show first, you say set it to the timer variable. And then on the other 2, you say leave it the same.
Okay.
And as you cycle through them, it'll just keep that one variable there. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that makes more sense for the whole setup of it. I didn't understand that you could just click on these, but I don't understand why they got kind of funky, but we're still working. But it's fine. It's fine. We're good. So first thing, we're going to show our death counter. And deaths. And we had a skull, right? There's this one. Was there another one that didn't have like the crossbones? I think it was the one with the crossbones that we used.
I was going to say it was the skull and crossbones.
Okay. And value true.
I originally specifically asked, is there a skull and crossbones one? And you said yes.
Okay, so that one's good. Then we're going to select our timer, our local timer, and variable time, current run. That's what we're going to call it. And we're going to use the time icon. And then we are going to, I guess we're going to hide these ones. We don't need them. We don't have to hide them. We could also just leave them as previous because there's just nothing there. And then at the top, we're going to select our match timer. And match ends in. And we could do a progress bar. Minimum is 0, max is 120. And then it should give us a bar that shows the time. Look at that.
Mm-hmm.
We should set that to the clock icon though, or a bell. You could use the bell.
Or a banana.
I don't know if a banana is one of the icons.
Should be.
How's that giveaway looking?
We haven't even started one, should we?
Oh yeah, let's give away some ducks.
Give me one moment.
We've been doing this for 2 hours. We didn't start a giveaway.
No, we didn't.
Nobody even
I meant
complained.
to ask you like an
Maybe we
hour
don't need to
ago.
do giveaways anymore.
Oh,
People aren't even asking for them.
no, they're not.
What? I fell. Okay. So let's get to the end.
Go West says, no thanks. We are good for today. So doesn't want to give away.
Hmm.
Makes sense though. I appreciate the honesty.
Ella Bach is one of our staff. She like is manager of the Avatar project. Her official title is official collection producer. So if you've bought an Avatar from the Sandbox in the past like year and a half,
Mm-hmm.
Ella was like in charge of that project.
Nice. Sir Alekin's saying, go West, what did you find in the mystery box? The mystery box probably hasn't been sent out yet because they just redeemed it a few minutes ago. So if they found something in their mystery box already, I will be really impressed.
All right, so let's fix that icon. Gameplay, match timer. Is there a banana? I don't see a banana. Banana
That's
would be a good one to
unfortunate.
have.
Yeah.
Collect like bananas in a CyberConks game.
Bananas in a CyberConks game, or like if you lose, you know, you slip and fall off the side and it's like you slipped on a banana peel.
Mm.
I mean, you don't actually slip and fall off the side, but in my head, anyone who doesn't win, that's the animation I see.
Mm. All right, and let's try setting this to broadcast type rules, just to see if it still works. Save. Now, will I be able to close the experience now? No. Maybe I have to. Oh wait, I'm on the wrong one. Maybe you have to save an update to close the experience?
Maybe you have to save and update to close the experience. I mean,
Like it only lets you
as
close
like a
it if
safety
you've made
feature?
a new version. No, I don't know. Like I really don't know what I don't know. I don't know why it is the way it is.
Fair.
All right. Let's try jumping back into time trials. I've just relaunched it. Two minutes feels really long when it only takes you 12 seconds to run to the finish line.
Mm-hmm. But hey, you know what? Sometimes people aren't great at parkour. We want to give them some extra chances.
Also, time for other people to connect. So the way I set this up, the timer.
A duck giveaway today, correct?
Yep, a Lucas duck and a Kamisazi duck.
Okay.
So the way this is set up, we should. Yep, timer's starting. Hey, Blue Tulip, how you doing? Timer's going. We do our run. And, oh, I didn't check to see if the global leaderboard had been reset. Okay, but I made it in 10.10 seconds with 0 deaths.
Cheater.
Oh, I see Jar Jar got a time of 9 seconds in there. Wait, Kaiten got a time of 6 seconds? But 1 death. How'd you get 6 seconds? That's really fast.
That was good. Also, link drop. Bam.
What I'm wondering is how they were still getting global leaderboard positions
when you turned that off.
When I disabled global leaderboards.
Like, fair question.
I don't. Was I able to republish it that time? I don't remember now. Maybe they got that in before I reset it, or they were still in there. That's possible that they were still in there before it was deactivated. All right. We've still got 1 minute and 30 seconds. So if you want to try to get your time in there, it's not set up to be global right now, so it probably won't do anything. Jar Jar's going for the big jumps.
As I would expect from our friend, Mr. Jar Jar.
Now, having like a no death be the first option here. Like, I probably wouldn't keep this leaderboard the way it's set up. This is mostly just to give an example of how you can have 2 different variables impacting the time. I don't think that this is the best leaderboard setup, at least not for the way this game runs. Oop, Kaiten disappeared. Where'd you go? Probably blinked to the finish line in 6 seconds.
So I'm playing it right now, and I don't see match ends in at the top of my screen.
Oh, I just saw Jar Jar's name flash by me. Where did you go?
I'm right here.
There you are. I also don't see you. There's only 3 of us in here, and I can see all 3 of us. So you are in the wrong version right now.
Okay, so I'm gonna quit the desktop.
Try refreshing your experience page too.
Yes.
I don't think that makes a difference.
Trials.
I think you can just keep on clicking play and it'll just go to the latest version.
Do that. Okay. Loading on in. Hey, there's everybody.
Hey.
I'm going to put on my fast shoes.
Oh, that's why. I wasn't wearing any speed equipment. That would be a reason why.
Trying to think, like, what do I have that's got super speed to it?
That is one of the updates for 0.11 that they've talked about is outfits. So now we'll be able to like take the time to just like once go through our whole inventory and be like, these are the fastest things, these are the most powerful things, these are the most defensive things, and then build outfits that are like presets.
Nice.
Just equip them at the start of a match. Very excited for that. It's gonna save me a lot of time.
See. Okay. I don't look too stylish. You know what? I'm digging that rainbow floating above my skull. Okay. Let's do this. Do it for Leroy. 7.63 seconds with 0 deaths.
What? I got 12 seconds.
Gamer.
Let's go.
Pro gamer. Pro gamer. Watch me go. Watch me go.
6.76. Right before the match ends.
You cheated.
And
cheater.
so it says defeated because none of us is the one that triggered the victory. Whoa. It zooms way in for that defeat.
Yeah, I was about to say, what's happening? Why is it so big?
Capture you in 4K.
It's like, hey, we're gonna rub your failure in your face.
Wait,
go
I'm
West.
jumping up and
down. It says I won.
Lucas, can you copy Go West's comment to our chat, and I'll go back and check to see. There's So there was a group of ducks that I was supposed to send out, and a group of ducks that Panda was supposed to send out, and I thought I sent all the ones that I was supposed to send out, except for like the past week. But if it is possible that I missed something, so I'll go back and check.
Cool. Done. Also, I just got Go West's wallet address for something else, and I will include that in the message as well.
All right, so none of us had times on there. So I'm guessing that was because of the way we triggered the victory. Or, oh no, probably just because of the global leaderboard not being there, right? Let's see. Let's try turn the global leaderboard back on. And let me refresh the rankings here. And rankings haven't changed. All right, let's try removing the time aspect and just go with deaths. And let's turn global back on. And I'm thinking that, I think changing the leaderboard criteria would probably reset the leaderboard.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Or would it reset it using the new criteria?
Well, I think it's going to have a new leaderboard with the new criteria, but it'll be empty because nobody's done it yet. Make sense?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Close experience. Launch experience. And make sure you refresh your play page just in case. And hit play again. We're getting closer and closer each time. Maybe not each time. We take like a step forward and a step back and a step forward and a step back and a step forward and a step back. And then 2 steps forwards and a step back. So the current leaderboard should be based just on deaths. Actually, like before that even goes off, let's refresh this and see how it ranks. Okay, so it didn't change that yet, but we haven't had a victory to end the game and publish the leaderboard yet. So we'll see what happens.
Oh yes, we will.
Let's see, we got
Are you all running around? Because I see the match ends in.
that starts as soon as the first player joins.
Okay. I just can't see any of you in here.
I'm just standing in place.
Well, that's an issue.
Yeah, there's 4 of us in here, and you are not one of them. Did you refresh the play page?
Yes.
Hmm. I don't know.
Manovic asks, will there be a Black Wizzy giveaway on Discord?
The hat? Yes. I've been I've been a little like distracted trying to get other things going, and I do have to like manually set those each week, and sometimes I forget. So I will I'll get that up and going. You can tell when it's a slow week because everything's running smoothly. Like clockwork. And I'm not distracted.
That's fair.
There hasn't been a lot of slow weeks lately.
No.
It'd be nice if I could schedule that like those to auto start, but that's not the way the Dinobot works.
Stupid bot.
I mean, I'm the bot makes life easier for sure. I like the bot. But oh wait, that's 73. What was the backpack? Where'd it go?
Backpack was 7.
It was more than 7. 87.
You don't know that.
It was 87.
Okay, so it was a little off.
A little bit. You had 1 digit, correct?
Mm-hmm. I'll take it.
You know, those Tygon Summer of 92 pants are actually 78 speed. Pretty good.
They get you going.
They're not the fastest that I have, but they're pretty close.
Plus, I mean, nobody wants to get a roundhouse kick to the house while you're wearing them, so everybody avoids you.
Get out of my way. I think my fastest legs are the dragon ones here. Tail of Haran. Yeah, 91.
I don't think I've had any chest equipment that actually provides a speed boost.
Oof.
Ooh, I think I've got 1 and it does 3.
Better than nothing.
Nice. I just look so bulky right now.
Oh no! The game ended and I never ran.
No.
I just finished my build. Okay, so no deaths were calculated. No deaths were calculated. So.
Wait, does it show 2 of everything for you?
What? What are you seeing? Can you take a screenshot?
Yeah.
What are you seeing?
It is weird. Sending to Alex stream chat. Right. Meow.
Oh. No, I didn't get that. That looks like a bug. I'm on the same screen with just this. And Kaitan's right there. So
How about we just do this without the speed stuff, the equipment? We just do it. No equipment.
But the leaderboard still doesn't work because it didn't show. It didn't reset our deaths because I like, yeah, it just the leaderboard is unchanged. So maybe we had to add another criteria in there. Actually, no, that one didn't count because none of us, we all had the minus sign, meaning it was null. That didn't count for anything on the leaderboard. So I think either it's because this timer is for a global thing and it's not triggering the leaderboard update correctly, or it's because we have it set to just send to rules. Maybe we need it to be sent to all. Was that where we changed it? Or was it? Let's try setting that to all again. And let's see if that fixes it. Like, we're isolating, like, because we did have it work one time. So we're isolating which message is messing it up for us. We're just changing, like, we're taking each thing, turning it off and back on, and seeing, like, does this mess it up? Does this mess it up? So it could be that our timer is not supposed to be the thing that'll trigger the leaderboard. Maybe we need to do what we could do instead of having a rule that starts the timer. We could have it when the first player crosses this threshold, it starts the timer. And maybe that has to be a local timer, in which case the player has to never leave. So the way the leaderboard usually works is the first player who crosses the finish line activates, like, that victory end. So we could just set, like, a really long delay on it. We'll try that next, after this.
Okay.
After this time. So the leaderboard, the thing with the leaderboard is, in order for our individual times to show up correctly on the leaderboard, they need to be local variables. Otherwise, we all have the same time, right? And in order for local variables to be updated, the player has to do some function in game. And it seems like maybe using the global timer as the way to end the game maybe is not compatible with the leaderboard because it needs those local variables. So let's close the experience and launch the experience. And refresh. And hit play. And now we'll see if this works now. I get the feeling that once we get the leaderboard working again, where it actually shows individuals, then it will force the leaderboard rankings to update. But right now, because we all basically have, like, a null result, the leaderboard is like, I didn't see anything happen. Okay, so what I might do for the next one, if this doesn't work, then it means that somebody has to trigger the victory. Because right now we're all getting defeat. So what I will have happen, hopefully, is when the match end timer goes off, it will run some math to see who has the best time. Maybe. I don't know if I can compare.
I thought you were going to say best outfit.
I don't know if I can compare the times. I definitely can't compare the outfits with the rule system.
Fiddlesticks. Sorry to drop the F-bomb like that, but it's so frustrating, Alex.
Fiddlesticks. I have to go get the soap, wash your mouth out.
No, you're not my mom.
I had some sleeves that were, oh wait, they were ones from season 4, I think, right? It was these ones. Yeah, these have 23 speed. And then where is the 010 backpack? There we go. $36.
Not Jackie Chan says, I have my leaderboard set as a collectible to finish, but it means you can only attempt once per instance of an experience.
Yeah, I kind of wanted this one to let people run it multiple times. So I mean, I'm setting kind of a goal here that is maybe unrealistic. That I'm trying to like do something very specific that may or may not work. You guys coming? I saw somebody over there. Lucas, you got 50 seconds to get to the finish line.
You got 50 seconds to get to the finish line.
I mean, I already did. Oh, I almost crossed the threshold. Would have messed up my 6.43 second run. You got it, Lucas. Look at those giant jumps. What'd you get?
Not as good as you. 7.5.
Okay, that's still pretty good. Also remember that right now the leaderboard time, the leaderboard does not have time as a function. Wait, match ends in 1 minute and 54 seconds. Did you reset it?
I think I did.
Oh, maybe that's why it felt like it was taking more than 2 minutes.
Wait, how did I reset it though? I didn't do it this
by joining. Wait, no, it would have just reset.
Yeah. How for why?
Because somebody else joined. There's another player in here.
Oh, so when they join,
they're resetting the time.
Reset the game.
Okay, it does. I didn't think that it did that. So that's kind of nice. If you want that, it extends the length of the time. It means that nobody, one of the, not the most annoying things, but an annoying thing with like some game lobbies, specifically Call of Duty, is like sometimes because it's automatic lobbies, it will put you in a match that ends in like 30 seconds. So you're already waiting like 30 seconds or more for it to connect you to a lobby because it's like searching for players with the right setup and like in your elo and things like that. And it's like, oh, we found a match for you, and you join, and the match is like seconds away from being done. And you're like, well,
there we go.
Thanks everybody. GG.
Good game.
I wasn't here for any of it. And then somebody's like, you didn't score anything. And you're like, I just got here. What's your excuse? All right, nobody else connect. I see Go West, Blue Tulip. Ooh, Go West. Is that a touche hat? I see a mushroom cap. It looks kind of like the blondish stuff too. But I don't think I've seen this one before.
I haven't either. It's all light brighty.
Yeah. I've been trying to get Maggie to clean her room. She had been so good. So she's 6. So she's 7, sorry. She just turned 7.
Wait, which is it, Alex?
No,
which is it?
Her birthday's in December, so she just turned 7. But she talks like she's like 8 or 9.
PFD.
She her room, like since summer, like we did deep cleaning on her room. It was all nice and organized, and she was good up until December. And over the course of Christmas break, her room devolved into madness. And now I've been trying to get her to clean up her room again, and it's been like pulling teeth. And I'm like, okay, if you haven't like gotten this successfully mostly cleaned up by Saturday, I'm gonna help you. And then there will be great tears and gnashing of teeth, because yeah, it gets biblical. She's like, that means that you're gonna like get rid of toys and stuff, and it's like you've got all this mess here. Fire. No, it's not that bad, but sometimes she's got literally hundreds of stuffed animals because people always give her more stuffed animals, and so she has the biggest laundry basket that you can get at Walmart, totally full of stuffed animals. The stuffed animals in there haven't been touched since we cleaned up her room in summer. It's like you're storing all of these stuffed animals for no reason because you don't play with them. You play with these other things. Mm-hmm. Okay, we got scores.
Nice.
Kane and Blue Tulip, Lucas is right. Go West. Are those global? Or this? No, this was just this match. This isn't global. So if I refresh the rankings page, it still has the times. It didn't get rid of the times. Maybe we need to
punch it.
Replace that variable with something else.
Probably a better option.
I mean, it's like replacing it with your fist if you punch it.
Nice.
Okay. So what did we change this last time? Oh, I just set it to all, right? I think that was the thing that messed up. Yeah, the only thing we really changed is we set enter to broadcast to all, when before it broadcasts to rules. So broadcast type to rules for your finish line does not work. It has to send to all, apparently. Because wait. I don't remember clicking on anything, but the game automatically connected me to Club XYZ, so I just suddenly started hearing music, and I'm like, what's going on?
It's a fun place to be.
I was hearing the Sandbox music, which I don't think it usually does on the end screen anyway, but it was like innocuous enough that I didn't think about it. But then I started hearing whatever the DJ is when you join Club XYZ. I was like, wait a minute.
We got Sandbox Game Brazil in the chat. I don't know if this is an official account or just a fan account, but it's a name I haven't seen in a while. So hello.
Welcome. So not Jackie Chan, parents cleaning room without saying anything and demolish hours of Lego Bows. See, I'm giving her weeks of notice. So my parents were sticklers about cleaning up the room and stuff, but my mom didn't do it for me. I just knew that I'd be in trouble if I didn't do it, so I would do it. And I like having a clean space. Like just like basically anybody, a space around me can devolve into mess through like being busy and doing other things and not having time to clean up after myself after doing certain things. But I do have like a certain almost OCD. I don't think I actually have OCD, but like
you just like being clean.
Yeah, I like being clean, and there does come a point where I'm like, this is too much, and I can't I can't deal with like food litter around me. Like that's just a thing.
I hate that. I hate food litter.
I get grossed out by it. So like it just never happens. Like I currently have the aluminum foil that my breakfast was wrapped in that I haven't left my desk yet, and I don't have a trash can near enough to me. So like
you slob.
So this is the extent of the food mess, and my empty mug, which I've been drinking from during this stream. So like it's that's it. That's all I got on my desk right now. And when I'm done with the stream, it's getting put away. So I can't deal with food mess. But like, you know, I'll have papers, like there'll be mail and like sticky notes and just things that I've been working on that kind of accumulate. And after like a week, I'm like, too much clutter. My brain cannot focus anymore. I got to clean it up. And then I clean it up. And right now my desk is pretty tidy, and I feel like relaxed and zen and stuff.
Good.
Whereas like the three other people in my household I live with are not like that at all. They're just like, what if we took some like candy wrappers and toys and stuffed animals and some used coloring sheets and unused coloring sheets and bits of crayons, and what if we put it in a slap chop mixer and then shook it all over the room.
I was jokingly gonna say, and explode it all over the place. And you kind of we said the same thing, just in different ways.
So it drives me bonkers. But Maggie, she was really good about keeping her room clean this whole time. And so like I don't just go in and just start being like, I'm gonna kick over all the stuff you were playing with. Like you can, if I can see like, okay, you've got like a set going on. You've got a space that's happening. Then that's one thing. But when I see piles of books and stuffed animals and dirty laundry all blended together on the floor, it's like, no, clean that up, please. But she gets plenty of notice, and I don't even remember why I brought this up. There's something about Maggie.
Mess.
Yeah, just mess. I don't remember why we were talking about this.
We were talking about them because we were talking about it.
It had to do. It was related to something specific, and I lost the plot. All right, so we have got our. I
lose plots all the time. I feel your pain.
Okay, we got this broadcast type up. Let's try.
For example, like I probably would remember why you were talking about Maggie and the mess, but I'm checking I closed down the contest and I'm checking the wallets, and sometimes I'll take the wallet address and I'll go over to OpenSea with the wallet address. And the first thing I saw on OpenSea was a new NFT project that's all images of robots, and so of course I got distracted.
Oh, no. They got you.
They got me again.
Wait, I've got an idea. Okay, so we can just change the variable to reset it. Make a new variable and just update it in the related spots. Right? That is a bit of work. It's not as good as an actual reset button, which I think is coming. But we can just literally make new variables. It would be nice if we could reset it from here. So let's delete deaths. And we'll make a new deaths. Local. I think we can call it the same thing. I'm guessing on the back end this is probably some sort of like ID. So it's probably fine that it has the same name, but I guess we'll see. Deaths. And then we're going to replace it in all of these. Deaths. And deaths. And then we're going to take our time. We're going to delete that. And we're going to add in time. Time. And we're going to replace it here. Time. Oh, no, I made it global. Whoops.
Two things. One, while you're resetting that up, we have an ad that's going to start here in about 3:30. Two, I have those winners. Would like me to announce them?
Yeah, let's go ahead and announce them before our little ad break.
Okay. Congratulations goes out to the following two individuals. They have won the Alex Duck and the Lucas Duck. First one, the Alex Duck, goes out to Starcy Bearful. It's a new name, but they're over on YouTube, and I checked out their wallet. They got some Sandbox stuff in there, so they've been hanging out for a while doing their thing. So congratulations, Starcy. You have won the Pumpkin Spice Duck. Not the official name, but it might as well be, because if you give that little boy a squeeze, releases a puff of perfume into the atmosphere that smells strikingly like pumpkin spice. And the next winner goes out to Batman TV. Batman, you have won a super boring, ordinary, regular human duck. All it does is regular human duck things. The Lucas's Right Duck is all yours, and Alex will be sending that over your way, dropping it in your wallet so you don't have to do a thing. Congratulations, you two. Have a wonderful day.
Yay. All right.
Yay.
The other thing is not having the game reset the timer every single time. Or we could just make it shorter.
We could do that.
So game starts the match timer. Yeah, let's just make it shorter.
Okay.
And that way, as people load in, it extends the time, but not excessively. So we're setting it to 60 seconds. And on the heads up display, we need to change that max to 60 seconds. All right. And let's see if this works the way we want it to. Hit save. Confirm. Close the experience again. Oh. If my close button comes back. There we go. I think the close button comes back when there's a new save version.
Gotcha. So if it's all the exact same, it's not going to happen.
Which is weird, though, because usually you can close it whenever you want. Like, so I just launched, and I hit refresh. No close. But when I hit save over here, file, save, confirm, and then I go back to here. I gotta wait for it to actually finish saving. And now I hit refresh. Close experience. So we figured out why. You just have to hit save, which I don't think should be the case. I think you should be able to close it whether you have an update or not. But at least now I know how to reproduce it.
Yeah. Should you send a message over to the dev team and let them know?
Yeah, I'm going to do that. But we are going to go on our ad break now.
Okie dokie.
And we're back. Sorry, the music didn't work. I don't know. YouTube just kept on saying it was loading. All right. So I've reported, apparently, when we hit save, it releases the close experience button, which is weird. I've let the dev team know. So hopefully there could be a quick and easy fix for that, because that's new behavior also as of the past week, I believe. So I've never seen it do that before. Probably some wires got crossed somewhere. So I've just relaunched this. Let's jump into it. I do actually want to refresh the leaderboard here and see. Oop, I just made Lucas go away. Sorry. He's back.
How dare you?
Okay, so we've still got deaths and time here. They've got all these values. 0 and then 3, 5, and a variety of times. Blue Tulip with 0 time and 0 deaths. Oh. If Blue Tulip never crossed the start line.
Can I throw something out there that has nothing to do with anything we're talking about?
Mm-hmm.
So apparently, Christopher Nolan is making an adaptation of The Odyssey.
I think I heard about that.
John Bernthal was just cast for it. What is happening? I'm super excited. It's not going to come out until end of 2026, but the cast, it looks pretty star-studded, and I'm not really excited. I have like a copy of the Iliad and the Odyssey right behind me, and I used to read them all the time as a kid. Mm-hmm. And this have John Bernthal and Tom Holland in a version of the Odyssey. What?
Okay. Who's Tom Holland playing?
I have no idea. I have no idea who John Bernthal's playing.
He strikes me as Odysseus. Like,
I can see that.
I feel like the brokenness of the Punisher just seen, mm-hmm. and it feels like that's the guy you want struggling. Tom Holland's way too young to play Odysseus anyway.
Too happy.
Well, the Iliad was supposed to be like, what, a 10-year-long war?
It was, I think so.
So, like, I mean, Tom Holland's almost 30, I think. So just the idea of him playing a king of a match ends in 10 seconds. Oh, I gotta get to the end. Go. I'm not gonna make it. No, I fell. I could have made it.
You hadn't fallen. You could have made it.
I could have made it because the match would have finished 5 seconds later. At least I have a death in there.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Let's see. I forgot about the shorter timer. Okay. So it puts me in first position. That's not right. But Go West and Blue Tulip had 0 deaths each with 6 seconds and 14 seconds on that. Why am I in first place even though I have... And I died at the end too. So that should have already put me lower. Jar Jar Jackie Chan Binks with 3 deaths. That's from before.
Mm-hmm.
It is keeping the old variables.
Parts of the info.
So I think we need to change the names of the variables. So that would be an important reason why your display name and your variable name are different.
Yeah. I was going to say, because mine are wrong too, because if you look at mine, it's 0 deaths and 15 seconds cross time. Well, the last, I don't know how many times we finished. I was somewhere in the 7-second range.
Mm-hmm. Well, so we weren't tracking time on those last ones. We had removed that variable.
That's right.
Yeah. So a couple issues that we need to fix. Currently, your time tracks if you haven't crossed the start line. So we need a minimum time in there. I would say that that your best time starts as some high number, something like ridiculously high, and then gets reduced by then it gets set to like whatever your current like run is. All right, so we need to do some like logic thoughts, maybe some flowcharts or something, like figure out exactly how your time variable is going to be impacted by the run. And then the deaths, because if you never make a run, then your time is going to be good also. So I guess like crossing the start line. Well, we don't want to reset the deaths, because if we cross the start line, that's going to set it back to 0 also.
Say that last one again. We don't want to what? The what?
We don't want to reset the deaths at any point, because that kind of takes away the point of the perfect run.
It takes away the point of like the two variables. Yeah.
The time value is not cumulative through different runs. It's supposed to be whatever your fastest run is. So do as many runs as you can to get the lowest time possible.
But the deaths are cumulative.
The deaths are cumulative. I guess we could reset the deaths.
Why?
When you cross the start line. Well, okay, so the resetting the deaths doesn't make sense if a death always makes you restart. Like if we had checkpoints, it would make sense. It only makes sense because you restart all the way back at the beginning to have the cumulative deaths. But again,
that's what I'm saying.
Like I said, I don't know that this leaderboard is the best example for a way to do a leaderboard.
We're just
for this particular game. Like, yeah, it's there. There's a variety of different. Like we were just doing an example of a leaderboard with 2 different values, so trying to like make this leaderboard make the most sense. It's not going to, because the game itself doesn't make the most sense.
Yeah, we're just flying by the seat of our pants here.
Yeah, we're literally just an example of different ways to make these numbers function. But I think we should set up the time. So we've already been going for 3 hours. So I think we're gonna finish this up next Wednesday. I have a very strong feeling that if I change the names of the variables. So we recreated the variables. We recreated the variables, but we used the same names. So I have a feeling that's why they're still going to show up on the leaderboard the same way. It means that these variables don't have a unique identifying number. They are using just the name itself. So I think we can reset it with that. We'll have to see how that affects the actual leaderboard display. Hope that it's simpler for single player. Honestly, there's not too much about this that is made more complicated by it being in multiplayer. I think for the most part, the issues that we've been encountering would be the same across multiplayer or single player. Honestly, it's not so much that it's complicated, so much as that it's very picky. We've got very little logic going on. If you look at our game rules, this is all of it for 2 different variables that we're using. We've got on player join starts the game event. We've got our heads up display. We've got a death counter. We've got a stopwatch that tracks how fast we get to the finish line, and a start timer, which is the game session length. That means that we have an end to the game. That's not based on a player crossing the finish line. It would be simpler by this one thing if you made it single player. We wouldn't need this timer. In single player, you could just have the game victory as soon as the player crosses the finish line. Or you could have the game victory when the player interacts with a button and says, "I'm done playing." because a single player game, you could have the player rerun this as many times as they want and then say, I'm all done, and end the game that way. So
couple things before we go. Emerald Paradox is brand new to the chat, and they're the one that asked the original question about the cumulative scores, but they're also brand new to, it sounds like, the Sandbox, and they're saying they're also a software engineer, and they're interested in solving the problem as well. Is there a link where they can read the description of the game?
So yeah, if you go to sandbox.game, that's the main website for the Sandbox, and that will show you everything sort of. If you want to like read the documentation, you go to I think there's a link down here.
Got it.
It's docs.sandbox.game is basically the documentation, but I think there's a link here also. There, FAQ. This FAQ link is specifically FAQs, and you can just click in the corner and it'll send you to like the main page. So this is the main website, and this is the main documentation. What we're doing with the leaderboard is not documented yet. So that makes it a lot more complicated. Like I was saying to Blue Tulip in the chat, the actual setup that we have for the leaderboard is pretty simple. What's making it complicated is that there's no article on how to set it up correctly yet. So we've been flying by the seat of our pants trying to figure it out. And I think we've got it. I think we've figured out how it works. Specifically when we have a trigger volume for our finish line. When a player crosses the finish line and we want it to track their score, we need to have the broadcast type send to all instead of to rules, because when we send it to rules, it doesn't track anything. I don't know why that makes a difference, because the leaderboard system is in the rules. We go to game rules and ranking is right here. So I don't know why sending it to rules would make this not work, but for whatever reason, when we set it to all, we actually see numbers in the scores, and when we set it to rules, we see little minus dashes, which just means that there's no number recorded for that. So that seems to be our main sticking point, which I think we've solved. That we're successfully getting the leaderboard to track. The next issue is that there's no reset button on the leaderboards. So when we go to our rankings, it's showing us ranks that don't make any sense because they're coming from different game sessions with different criteria for winning. And we've got some issues like 0 time and 0 deaths, meaning like if somebody never plays, if they just stay at the spawn, they automatically get a top leaderboard position.
And we can't have that happen.
Which is kind of silly. So we need to set up a little more logic on our side that will make sure that if a player never leaves the start, that they don't count in the leaderboard.
They are somehow excluded in that scenario.
Honestly, I thought that they wouldn't count in the leaderboard because I thought it was them crossing the finish line that gave them a score.
Yeah, they put them in the running.
So I don't know why that's working that way. There's no enter at the start, is there? Do we have this saying enter? No, it doesn't say enter. It's just exit.
Yeah, enter message none.
Blue Tulip, but I played, you saw my 14 seconds time.
There was a period of events where we weren't recording scores.
If you just jump in the game and quit, it counts 0. No. So that's the thing. I'm pretty sure that entering is what gives you a score at all. Otherwise, you get that null. You get that nothing. Gameplay. Select a message to start recording the results for a player's enter. You should have to cross the finish line. So maybe now we've also been messing around with what the variables are while we've been doing all this. So maybe that's messed something else up. So I think we will address whether or not a player ever starting the game does anything on next stream. The first thing I want to do is figure out how to reset the results, because right now we've got a mix of results from various versions of the game, which makes it more confusing figuring out what's going on with the leaderboard. So I'm pretty sure if we can we change this from here? Oh, we can. Sweet. Okay. So we can change the variable. We reused the variable name. So if we set this to like deaths v2 or deaths 2 or whatever, it doesn't matter what the variable name is, because the display on the leaderboard is whatever we put here, and the display on the screen is whatever we set in the HUD. That's why it's important that we are able to change those names from display versus what the actual internal variable name is. So I think if we change the internal variable name, that's going to update our leaderboard it's going to reset it, because it's going to be different variables that it's looking. So we will do that next stream. We will see if that works. In the meantime, we're going to see if there's anybody that we can raid. Thank you for joining us today. You're learning along with us, because like I said, this is not documented. I am on staff for the game, so there are people that I could talk to about how to do this, but I like learning stuff organically and showing you my process of how I learn these things. So it looks like the only person that we are following who's currently live is Panda, who's playing Sims 4. What's she doing playing Sims 4? I think you have a game jam to be judging, Panda. Maybe. Lucas, I can't hear you at all. I see you talking.
No, I muted myself. I wonder how long I've been muted for.
I don't know. The whole time that I've been talking, you didn't say anything, so I just thought you were just being quiet.
That was weird. Wonder when I did that. Whoops the doodle. Should we raid Panda?
Let's go ahead and raid Panda. It's okay that she's playing a different game, because it's like after 9 p.m. for her. I think she's allowed to have some time off, play some other games. I know that I do that sometimes. So
no
thank
time
everybody
off for you. 1 year.
Thank you everybody for watching. We will see you. Well, Joe and I will see you. Lucas won't be here. Joe and I will see you on Saturday for the Game Jam Awards for the Friendship Game Jam. Have a great rest of your week. We'll see you next time.
Bye, everyone.